And now we're live. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
To the AUA number 18.
Mm-hmm. What are we doing? We've done so many.
Mm-hmm. It's going to college this year.
That's true. Aww. It's growing up so fast.
You know it's going to have a pregnancy scare.
Okay.
Well, we're coming in hot tonight.
Took 21 seconds to do that kind of stuff.
It's a new record. Okay. Mm-hmm. So hello. There are lots of new people here. I noticed in the chat. Which is exciting. Hello, if you're new, if this is your first time, we're so glad that you're here.
And can I clarify, my background doesn't always look this sad.
It looks so sad.
It's so sad. I look like I'm like avoiding the authorities or something. But all this used to be covered with stuff that's not at the office. So
what's the one thing that's up there?
It's a Frederick Buechner quote.
Oh, nice.
Frederick Buechner?
It's Buechner.
Oh, Jamie, you went all in. You went all in and you didn't know, Jamie.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm okay with not knowing.
It's fine. Okay. Well, if you're new, this is how this goes. We ask the questions from the Patreon post first. We'll try to get through them as quickly as possible. And then if we have time, we go into the chat and we can ask questions in there. So if you have a question that didn't get asked in the Patreon feed, you can drop it in the YouTube post, in the YouTube chat, and we'll try to answer it as quickly as possible. We may not get to it because there's a lot of questions and not a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to knock it out. We're going to
knock it out. All right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Meredith Eckstein, if you could see any of the Bible stories on the big screen with your casting choices from the Bible binge, which story would you choose?
Ooh, I would go. You go.
I would choose Zac Efron as Joseph because his story is the best. He's the best. Everything's the best.
I would choose the Jacob and Esau story we did because it's Jason Bateman as Jacob. Who did we cast as Esau? I can't remember.
It was somebody hairy.
Somebody hairy and big. And
it's really, I love that you always ask me this, and you're the one who cast them.
You know, I don't remember anything. I just remember the Bud Light Twins and Jason Bateman. I think that makes a good movie.
That is a good movie. No, I like that. Plus, by the way, we may be seeing Joseph again in this new season of the Bible Binge. Who knows? Mystery.
You never know. You just never know.
No.
Okay, Kristen Canalora, what are your favorite sources for entertainment news and or reviews? Also, have you watched the Netflix show You? And if so, what did you think?
I use Twitter very sadly to get my news. And I loved the TV show You. Ashley and I binged it really hard and we really liked it.
So I also loved You. I binged it. It was so good. Pim Badgley, how you doing? I'd like to meet you in an alley. And
he needs to beef it up.
In an alley. God.
I don't know. We'd have a lovely exchange. It'd be normal, but dark. And my favorite reviewers are Peter Travers, Alan Sepinwall, and then I love Rebecca Theodore Vachon. She reviews for Entertainment Weekly and for Ebert. And I love her reviews. She has great taste. And I like that because forever there were no women that I trusted because there were no women reviewing things consistently. Yeah. And so I like her because she's somebody I can depend on. She's going to review most films. So
it's good. She also wants to know what upcoming movies and TV shows are you excited, cautiously optimistic, or fearful about? So you only have to answer one of those.
I'm all of those. I'm all of them for Ad Astra with Brad Pitt. I think it could be incredible or it could be a disaster.
Oh, I made a long list. You ready? I'm excited about Us, Avengers, Spider-Man, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Game of Thrones, Shrill, Killing Eve Season 2, Stranger Things, What We Do in the Shadows. That TV show is the TV show I'm most excited about.
Okay.
That's great. Okay, Rylan, Jamie and Aaron, or Knox, favorite skincare or hair care lately?
So for me, because listen, it's a big deal. I'm skincare all in. I'm getting Botox for the first time in March. It's a big deal. Which I'm very excited about.
In that. Good for you.
Oh, I'm so excited. Like, are you kidding? I'm so excited. And people are like, you don't need Botox. Yeah, I do. So, but thank you. But I love Tatcha, and I love, if you're watching, Nivea cream from Germany. You gotta get the German, but it's like a dupe for La Mer, and it's fantastic. I love it.
That's good. I started using Benefits Professional.
Very good. It's
And
very
I
good.
love it. I've
It's
never
very
used
good.
a primer before.
What? Oh, this
But
is
I
magical
have
time.
pores that you can drive a truck through. So I'm really excited about that.
Well, and you learned, we went to lunch with Chef Frenemy, Catherine, and she tried to explain to you how to get your brows done, which I love that she was like, this is how you need to do your brows.
Oh, I've been on a journey with my brows. I'm very stressed out about it. It's not worth getting into right now, but
Me too, Aaron, I get it. I totally get it.
I can't.
Knox, do
Go
you wash
sensitive.
your face other than in the shower? Do you not?
I
wash
do
your
every
face?
night with it's like a clean, like a soap cleanser. It's the Nivea. It's
Wow.
Nivea, but it's the Dutch version, not the German. I prefer the Dutch version.
Oh, well, okay. That's
Yeah.
fair.
The Dutch version. Okay.
Mhm.
Amy Resegul.
Mm.
No, that seems wrong.
I'm
Oui,
just going to
oui.
start being really confident with the names.
Do
And
it.
if I mess it up, deal with it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. How do you fix Oscar bait films no one has ever heard of ruining everything? The best popular film idea also seems misguided and classist, but there has to be a solution somewhere. Please help us.
Well, so we're going to talk about this a lot. We're going to recap kind of the Oscars a little bit in tomorrow's episode. I've got a simple solution to fix it. Release the votes. Release who votes for what and why. And I think that'll answer so many questions.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I like that. I don't think that all the nominees this year were pretentious bait films. I mean, Black Panther wasn't.
No.
I didn't think A Star Is Born was. Like, there were some that were for sure, yes, of course. But I thought a lot of the movies were good, and this felt like a year in the right direction. Especially if you listen to last week's episode where he listened to us talk about 2000. What was it? 2009. That was an ugly year, like for movies. Yeah.
Okay, Kayla Watterson. Are there any projects, organizations, or causes that you are passionate about? Do you serve in any organizations, or are there any that you wish you could be a part of?
Okay, so I serve on the board of Heart Gallery Alabama, and there are heart galleries all over the country, and it's where photographers volunteer their time to take photos of kids waiting to be adopted that are in the foster care system, so that they can be videoed and like they can kind of tell their story, so that people can learn about them, and particularly because foster care adoption, everybody talks about how expensive adoption is, and that's private adoption. Foster care adoption, although it has other stuff about it that's, hard and difficult, the price is not one of the things that's hard and difficult about it. So that's the thing I'm most passionate about.
Yeah, I don't, but Kayla, your question has shamed me into wanting to. So I will be
Aw, that's so nice.
That's a good thing. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Okay, Rose Booth, I plan to be in attendance. And Rose is here. I just saw in the chat. We're so glad that This Is Us is off this week. Now that you have your own office space, what are the pros and cons? And now that there is a central recording spot, can we move forward on the Lo and Behold show?
Ooh, world's not ready for Lo and Behold yet.
World is not ready.
Aaron, I think Aaron should have to answer this. What are the pros and cons of our shared office space?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that.
She's in it right now. Like, she's actually in our space.
Yeah,
right
I had to come here because I forgot my mic, and there's no quiet at my house at all.
Right.
Well, when it's Knox and I here, it's quiet. Like we don't speak to each other. And then because Jamie gets here later than us, not because of not because she's.
I also work later than y'all do.
You work later than we do. We have flexible scheduling here. But when she gets here, we start to talk and we watch Trixie McAllister for 30 minutes, and we so Knox has to put his headphones in.
Is that what you guys are doing? Because I heard uproarious laughter today.
Oh my gosh,
in the middle of the edit. I was like,
all we
want
fun,
is but I
for
can't.
you to watch Trixie McAllister, but you won't do it. I don't know
we
why.
Watched it. We watched Trixie McAllister.
No, you'd asked me to watch Trixie McAllister when I got in some really bad news, and I was like,
"That's true. That's
funny.
True." But now it's tainted for you, and I'm sad.
And see, I would say that the con is that when it's quiet, like I've worked at home for 5 years, where I can talk to myself out loud and talk through things, and now I can't do that there.
No, but you do that.
I want to, and I'm trying to work it in anytime I can, so that y'all just have to put up with it. I know, and I'm going to keep doing it because that's the only way that I'm going to continue to come to the office.
Amy Penny, have either of you continued watching The Good Place? I feel like season 3 gets back on track around episode 8 or 9.
I'm going to pick it back up, but I haven't. I'm trying Miracle Workers. Have you guys seen that? Steve Buscemi, where he's God, and
that's one with Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
I haven't even started season 3. I keep saying I'm gonna like binge it in the summer. Like I'll pick back up only because I really will say, like when Knox said it wasn't good, I was like, well, I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Yeah, it's a slog, but I'm gonna pick it up just because I like them.
Cody Hasselbring, if you could replace any game show host with Shia LaBeouf, who would it be and why?
This is a great question. I know the correct
Excellent
answer. Would you guys like to try?
I would like to try.
Okay.
It is The Price is Right.
Ooh, that's a good guess, but it's not the right one.
Okay.
Aaron?
Oh, I was going to say Bob Barker.
Okay. See, I think Steve Harvey. I think he's so like
Family
convivial,
Feud.
conversational. He can make a really good connection with all the.
The show would take so long because he would just start connecting with people and not ask them the questions.
When he connects with you, it's not like a 2-minute chat. Like it's a deep thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ashley Wickoff. What should Meghan Markle name her baby? Nothing makes me happier than when you comment on alternative spellings and mismatched sibling names.
I think Sparkle Markle. Done.
Sparkle Markle?
Yeah, next.
No, okay. So listen, I looked at the odds. The odds are if it's a boy, it's going to be named Albert or Arthur.
Okay.
And if it's a girl, it's going to be named Victoria or Alice.
You want to do an over-under? You want to try an over-under?
They're going to name that baby Diana.
No.
Yeah.
I want them to do an homage. I think she's going to come in hot and go, look, we've had enough white people in this family, white names, old white names. Because they normally do an homage to somebody else in the family, right? Everybody's named after, except for like Eugenie. But I want them to do like Frederick, like for Frederick Douglass, or Harriet for Harriet Tubman.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay. We'll see. Lauren Boggs, did I miss the moment Jason Waterfalls became an actual human who hangs out with Knox and not a fake intern?
Look, Lauren, I've said this before, and you guys try to like put this into like understandable terms, but Jason has always been, he will always be. He's like Richard Alpert from Lost, but like cooler, and he's just always going to be. So like, just enjoy it. Don't look into it. Just enjoy the experience.
Yeah.
Morgan Shaw, what are your favorite products you advertise, and which are worth our cash monies?
I love them. Rothy's, ModCloth, Grove. I love that weighted blanket we got that I don't even think we've advertised for yet. That's like my most recent thing.
I like Away a lot. I know
Away. I own 3 pieces of Away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Rhonda Jones, who could you have styled better from this year's Oscars?
That would be one Linda Cardellini.
Tough.
Was she the other pink dress?
She looked like a loofah. She looked awful.
She was the not Casey Musgraves dress.
Listen, your film.
Casey Musgraves.
Her film won Best Film. Like, you look like a loofah. This is ridiculous.
Okay, Amanda Williams. What happened the day Jamie went to Ulta and Knox made his bathtub whiteboard? We love you and just need details.
And then Aaron later went by the dumpster.
I did not realize that it was a bathtub whiteboard until I read this question.
Oh, well, see, because like it was, so how it transpired was I woke up at like 3:30 and I was like, I can't. I just like my mind's spinning. So I didn't want to wake anybody up. So I stole the podcast whiteboard. I had stolen it already. So I went and got out of my car and took it into our bathroom and closed the door and just like was like, I need to think about some things and reconsider my life. Like it's not bad. We can't say we had a really exciting project we spent a few months preparing for the podcast.
Yes.
And then we were told that was going to have to wait and something else was going to have to happen that nobody wanted to do first. So, yeah. And by nobody, I mean me, but all of us, but primarily me.
All of us as a team. Yes.
Yeah.
I hope that satisfies. Okay.
I just want to note for the record, I think my sadness maintenance activities are more fun than Knox's.
Yeah, I think yours are too. I will totally agree with that.
Okay. K-Guess, is Mahershala Ali Hollywood's current and future sure bet for success, or do you think he has just had an exceptional picker over the last few years?
I think in a lot of ways he feels like Will Smith's victory cigar, like from Independence Day. Like when he's in something, you're like, oh snap, it's gonna be really good. I think he has had a great picker, but I think he's also exceptional. But I do think he's got to step out of supporting character for a second, just to like broaden it out a little bit.
Yeah, because we were commenting when we recorded Wednesday's episode that he didn't have anything on his IMDb in the future. Like he had no projects in the works.
Right.
And I I'm super pumped about what he could do next. But I think if both are true, weirdly enough, Kay, I think both are true. He is great and he has a good picker.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Sarah Nestor. First of all, I have to thank you guys. I started a job with a 45-minute commute 6 weeks ago and haven't minded the commute even once because of all your great content. I'm looking to add to my podcast list. I'm currently listening to From the Front Porch with Annie B. Jones and love true crime podcasts, Dirty John, In the Dark, Serial, Bear Brook, etc. Do you have any other recommendations for great podcasts and or books that are particularly great audiobooks?
Jamie, I feel like you're more of a true crime connoisseur.
Oh yeah. So I've greenlit several. But if you're asking like what are my favorites, I would recommend Embedded, Gladiator, Someone Knows Something season 2, Accused. Those are all. If you look in our podcast Green Lights, if you go to knoxandjamie.com/greenlights, there's a section on podcast, and all of the true crime podcasts I've recommended are there that I really love. So and then I like nonfiction crime books on audio. So like anything like Your Bad Blood. I bet that would be a good audio.
That would be a good one. I'm listening. This is fiction. I'm listening to Severance. And it's like a post-apocalyptic relationship story that's really good. Also, there's this book that's like kind of rocked my world called The Wandering Years. It's an audiobook. I love it.
So
Why are you laughing, Aaron? Play it cool, dude.
I love it. Okay. Jen, which celeb biopic do we need next? And who would you cast in the lead roles? Bonus, cast both the big screen and Lifetime versions. Also, please add Canada to your list of 2020 panelists. Listen, the Holy Spirit has told me I can't come in within 15 feet of Dan Levy.
Got to keep that restraining order distance. That's
good. He is so attractive.
He's too attractive.
I don't have like who should play these people, but I have subjects who I want to listen or I want to watch a movie about. Genghis Khan and Napoleon. I feel like it's crazy we haven't had like a good Napoleon movie yet.
Nobody wants to admit to being that short.
You know who should play Napoleon? Miles Teller.
What about Jason Schwartzman? Do you like that?
No, he's a criminal.
I do like that.
Jason Schwartzman's a criminal?
Yeah, for sure.
Why? Do tell. Oh, I don't know. Speculative.
Yeah.
Allegedly. You got to throw, Jamie, you have to throw in allegedly.
This is behind a paywall. I can say what I want, but
you don't know. There's narcs in here. There are always narcs everywhere.
That is true. I pick Harriet Tubman, since I've already referenced her once. It's a Harriet Tubman theme night. I would like to see her biopic. I want her played by Lupita or Zoe Saldana.
Yeah.
And the Lifetime movie is played by Gabrielle Union. Yeah, I said it. She's a Lifetime actress.
Did you listen to Harriet Tubman's Soul Sessions podcast with Oprah? Listen, that's a deep cut joke you guys are gonna love tomorrow. You're gonna love it tomorrow.
It's always good if we can tell you a joke you'll love tomorrow.
Okay. Rhonda Jones, Saved by the Bell reboot. Who would you cast?
No one. The world doesn't deserve that this early. Get out of here, Rhonda. What are you doing?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, bye, Rhonda. Okay, Leonie Zybarth.
Love the name.
I don't think it's Leonie.
I think it is actually.
Leonie.
But it's Australian.
Jamie, I say the names. And I'm confident about it. It's Leonie.
Swag. Yep.
Leonie Zybarth. Aussie fan here after Jamie's ginger hate review. Curious if you get much negative feedback along the lines of, and I love this note, insert Southern accent. These people call themselves Christians because you talk about things like your favorite male body part. Also, when is Jamie going to do an eye makeup tutorial? Her public is waiting.
That's a good hard right. That's
a
great question. Everyone should take a note from that. Talk about like male body parts and makeup tutorials.
Yeah.
Good job.
We don't get like your Christians. We just get like long emails that are like, you're wrong. This is why you're wrong. And then we're like, we appreciate you like letting us know. And then it's like, nope, you're still wrong. I need you to know that you're wrong. And we're like, okay, like that's cool. Like we get that we don't agree. No, I need you to admit that I'm right.
Say
that's
it with your mouth. Yeah. Somebody yelled at me about a simple favor.
Recently.
Someone didn't like that I liked a simple favor and questioned my
Christianity. Oh yeah, that's right. They questioned your faith.
They did. Yeah.
We did get one recently, an email from a person who was upset about the live show incest.
Oh, that's right. They didn't like the incest mentions for Christians, which I was like, well, you've obviously not read most of the Bible then.
Most of the Old Testament. Good question, Leonie. Good job. Okay, Aaron Kohler. So this is a really long explanation. This best friend of the show and possibly really great friend of yours and two of her besties, but from San Antonio, but flew to Charlotte for your show in October, have finally purchased tickets to your Dallas show. We are super excited, but this Enneagram 9 thought, it'll be fine. I will buy tickets soon. Then I slept through a little bit of life and discovered there are no VIP to get to meet you again and become even better friends. How do we get on a list in case you open up more VIP tickets? We are not creepy stalkers. We promise. We just want you to love us as much as we love you. See, not creepy at all. Remember, as an Enneagram 9, my spirit animal is a sloth. I cannot help being slow to the ticket purchasing game. More VIP tickets, please.
So there won't be any more VIP tickets put on for sale because we did our max that we could do, but we will do a waiting list after the Birmingham show is over. So in April, May, we will start a waiting list because there will definitely be people who will want to sell their VIP tickets because eventually people go, oh my God, why do I want to see them? Or they try to explain it to their family where they're going and then they're real embarrassed and they're like, oh, explaining this is hard. So I know. So we will make a list. We can't do refunds or anything like that. So we always try to match people up. So we will do a waiting list later so that hopefully you and your 9ness can get in our VIP section. That would be so fun.
For sure.
Katie Caracas. I feel like I'm stalking you about this, but have you watched Friends from College on Netflix? Season 2 dropped last month, and it is so good. It's the perfect.
Katie, it just got canceled. It just got canceled.
Katie,
I can't do it,
really
Katie.
Good.
Katie, we can't watch it. It got canceled. Like, it's not coming back. Like, there's no, like, I noticed that Kobe Smulders just got cast in an ABC, like, spy drama, which I'm interested in.
Are you? Is it Tequila Consolidate or something?
It's called Tequila Corolla.
That's a good name. That's a good name. That's a good name. I like it.
Kelly Branch, do y'all think there's something going on with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper after seeing their performance at the Oscars and her Vegas show? Or was that just good acting?
Aaron, why don't you answer that?
Listen, guys, this is a long history of Hollywood helping us understand why we want to go see a movie. We all went and saw A Star is Born because we wanted to know if Gaga and Bradley were doing it. This is a publicist idea from way back. This is what they did to sell movie tickets. Those are two professionals, and people who are actually doing it in real life don't act like that in public.
That's right. It's called acting. Acting, capital A acting. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Okay.
Good rebuttal. I like it. I like it.
Solid. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Adrian, I have a question. Adrian Cooper, we have a question for our future AMA. How do you decide how much advertising is too much? Meaning, how many ad breaks will you have and how many ads will there be per break? Also, are there any podcast catchers that can tell when and for how long your listeners are skipping forward? For podcasts I truly believe in, like y'all, I would deliberately not skip if that was the case. But these podcasts where the first 4 solid minutes are ads, skip. She wants to know about that.
That's a good question.
That's a really good question. I feel like we're at max advertising capacity. I don't think I'll ever be more than this. We're always working to make sure there's enough space in between it, and we feel like the content earns the right to take an ad break. But we understand, like, we don't want to stuff it with ads because that's super annoying. I don't know of any podcatchers that'll tell you how long to skip forward.
I think won't Apple Podcasts show you if people?
Yeah, they'll tell us the data if we do skip. Maybe I misunderstood that question, but but we can know that stuff. But if there's a way to tell you how to skip, we probably won't do it because advertisers wouldn't.
Well, and the other thing too is we've been asked to do ads at the beginning of our show and we won't do them. Like, we turn those down. We don't do ads that open the show. We're not saying that's bad when other shows do it, but that's not what our show is for.
That's right.
She also wants to know thoughts on catcher exclusive podcasts like Gimlet Media making Spotify exclusive podcasts. What are your thoughts about that?
It's like there's a weird content wars right now. going on. And we don't really know because we were talking about that today about like what does this mean and what going on. But it's a really nice musical chairs moment, and I don't know where it's going to land.
Yeah.
Okay, Jill Hutchinson, Knox, was the table mystery solved? Do you think it's Aaron's serial killer?
So good.
Aaron, I didn't tell you that. I had probably no less than 24 people be like, do you think it's Aaron's serial killer? We never solved the mystery, and it took me 2 hours to clean up. So if it is your serial killer, he's super annoying. And that was very
he's the worst.
Yeah.
There's no question about that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Stephanie Walton, Jamie, please explain what the photo is at the top of your Twitter page.
How dare you? That is Marion Kelly, beloved South Korean resident who walked in on her dad while her dad, Dr. Robert Kelly, while he was on BBC trying to explain politics. That is remade on the front page of our Patreon account. So if you'd like to see me,
video. Yeah, that's what we're imitating.
If you would like to see me reenact Marion Kelly's life, you can see it there. It is a magical time. That is what it is. And I love her. She's my spirit animal. And still 2 years later, she remains my spirit animal.
Listen, Sita Gray asked me to play that video for her every couple days because she's like, I want to see the video where Miss Jamie loses her mind. And she loves watching it.
See, that's why I want to hear Lo and Behold. That's fantastic.
Okay, Ashley Hanno, did Lady Gaga steal Jennifer Lawrence's lunch money in A Star Is Born?
I don't think so. I think she just did like a classier version of 8 Mile with Eminem, you know, just like a better version of that.
Yeah, I feel like Lady Gaga was the only person who could have played that role.
And I don't think she can do that again. Like, I think this is probably the last time we see
this was it. Lady Gaga's not an actress, so everybody calm down.
Yeah.
Stephanie Walton, in your opinion, what makes a movie rewatchable?
Jamie, do you want to take that one?
I think, okay, because I like to rewatch things all the time. I like a movie that makes me feel good, or is Zero Dark 30, which also, to be fair, makes me feel good. Zero Dark 30
Welcome
makes
to the
me feel
cinema
good.
side piece next November, you guys. Get hyped for it.
Guys, we're doing Zero Dark 30 in November because it's my birthday. So we're going to do Zero Dark 30. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I think I like big mood movies and big moments, like tentpole moments. You know, like if I stay around for 7 minutes, I'm going to see this happen. That's what I look for.
That's good. No, that's good.
Abby Fox, Jamie, did you watch Abducted in Plain Sight yet?
Did you?
No, I'm scared. Oh! I'm so scared. Y'all have made me so nervous about it.
Is it like
scared?
Is it too much?
It's
too high.
It's too much anticipation.
Listen, you're not ready.
You're just not ready.
You're anticipating. You're not ready, Jenny.
Okay, Noreen Kesey. Is Urban Dictionary awesome or the worst? I can no longer use
the end. Next.
And so, Noreen Kesey wants to know, do you have examples of great things that were slightly ruined by bad casting? For example, Star Trek was great, but why did they cast Winona Ryder as Spock's mom?
Okay, so first, Noreen, you're wrong. It's awesome. Okay, and then Noreen, you're wrong. Winona Ryder was wonderful as Spock's mom. And the right answer, shut up. And then the right answer is Cameron Diaz ruined Gangs of New York.
Oh my gosh, Jamie, I have Cameron Diaz in anything as one of my answers.
See, we're right.
It's true. Okay, Kimmy Rodriguez. I wish I knew how to put an over-under on this, but thoughts on the Jordan Woods Kardashian scandal? Also, any plans for live shows in California or the West Coast after this year?
So Jamie answers this definitively in tomorrow's episode, so you'll just have to wait a couple more hours to get that. I'll do an over-under until how long? Until Chloe moves on. 4.5 weeks. You taking the over or the under?
Oh, over. She's got to, like, for press purposes, like, milk this.
You think so? But like past a month, though, I think it's like open game. She can go out with anybody.
Oh, I definitely think she can go. I want to see her go big too. I want her to be like, screw all y'all basketball players. I am now dating.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Save it for the episode because you say who.
Oh, that's right. I do. I say who. Okay,
yeah,
good.
And it's really good. I think it's gonna work. Yeah, and no plans for live shows, unfortunately.
Not currently. Okay, yeah. Kirsten Ferguson. Okay, I need to know if you guys have heard of and or watched Letterkenny. It is one of the funniest shows I've ever watched, and it's so unique and creative. I'm convinced it would be Knox's favorite show if he could get through season 1.
Never heard of this, but I will try this now.
Listen, Kirsten, you had me at I think it would be your favorite if you could get through season 1. That was not a good sales pitch for that show.
That's tough.
It wasn't. Okay, Teresa Clark, is Jamie really happy now that you guys have an office? I'm thinking she is having to wear pants so much more these days.
I am really happy because listen, like, even though I have to wear pants, now I have people in my life. Like, I can like bounce ideas off of right then. I don't have to wait until someone's kids go to sleep so they can respond to my Voxer. Like, I love it. Like, they're right there and I can like watch Trixie McAllister with Aaron in real time. It's very magical.
Big Loser UPS guy on your route?
I know. Listen.
Did you explain to him like what was going to happen? Like
no, I should have though. Because listen, I wish I could show you. No, I can't show you. Let me show you. Look at all those boxes that are empty. That like, I have so many boxes.
Y'all there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. I think we just went away. Jamie, are you there? Okay. I think Jamie's frozen. It's a tough freeze.
The
too.
boxes.
Sorry.
So many boxes. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I unplugged my Wi-Fi. I accidentally unplugged it from the computer.
All right. Okay. We're good to go. We're back. Okay. Courtney Munson, what's the worst ending to a TV series? What's the best? What's an example of a show that should have cut the cord before it did?
Dexter. Dexter's the worst TV series ending in the history of the world.
I hated How I Met Your Mother. I didn't love how that ended. You know what I just watched, because I finally finished like after I'd been so far behind, and it was so good, was The Americans. It ended so well.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Amanda Lloyd Knox's Enneagram interview with Susan Stabile. Ironic that you moved into a shared office right after that, since he referenced needing time alone after each podcasting day. I'm wondering how your shared space is going relative to all of your Enneagram types. What's one or more thing each of you do that is evidence of your Enneagram number? Maybe you can answer for each other. Also, Jamie, are you going to be interviewed by Suzanne soon?
I want that to be true. That would be so magical.
Yes, I'm sure she will be very soon. I feel like in that episode, she said like, you definitely don't need to work in a collaborative space with people.
Yeah.
Like, she was anti-prophetic for like my life in that moment, which is fine. I think it's going well. I think there's enough like staggering of space and time, maybe not for Aaron, but like maybe for Jamie and I, where I'm like, I'm alone enough so I'm like, okay, I feel good, you know? And then,
because like I ran into Aaron working in a coffee shop because she was afraid to come work at our office because Knox needs his 1 day a week where he's alone.
I don't need it. I can, because I go somewhere alone. Like I bounce around. I invest in my solitude, so it's all good.
Jamie, what do you think you do in relation to your number?
I process a lot of things out loud. Sevens process things like in real time. And so the problem is there are people in the room now when I do it, or like, which is really neat to be like, because we're processing something this week. Like we were thinking about something this week. And so I had to process it out loud right then, like pros, cons, let's think it through. But now there are people in the room. So normally that process would happen, quietly at my house. Mm-hmm. And then I would just come to a conclusion. But now you have to like kind of live through it with me.
Should you say what that thing is?
Oh, yeah. We are thinking about recapping the final season of Game of Thrones. And
yeah, but none of you wieners watch it. So I don't know if we're going to get to do that.
Because y'all voted improperly.
No Godfather. No Game of Thrones. You're ruining my life,
We
guys.
did the poll. We did the poll on Instagram. We are going to do a poll on Patreon later this week to see how many of you, maybe that you're a different percentage than the general public will see. We have to have.
Oh man, listen, the chat is going off right now. Please, yeah, I watch it. Do it.
And the fun thing would be Aaron would be recapping it with us.
That's true. Mother
but
live
guys,
shows would be there.
but also note that it premieres literally less than 24 hours after our Birmingham live show. It's fine.
Let's go. Let's just light it on
But
fire.
it like fits perfectly in the space between The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
It does. That is true. That's very true.
Listen, lots of people are saying like, I won't watch it, but I feel like I would still enjoy listening. Please do it. If they recap it, I'll watch it. Look at that.
That's very sweet. That is a very kind group of people.
Okay. Amanda. No, we already did Amanda. Jeannie. Taron Egerton as Elton John. Will he be holding the Oscar next year? And who should play Prince in the movie that will for sure be made about his life?
Maybe. I feel like I know who should play Prince.
Oh, I know who should play Prince.
Tell me.
Janelle Monáe.
Okay, that was not where I thought that was going.
That is good.
I know,
okay,
right?
I'll see your Janelle Monáe. I'll counter with a Lakeith Stanfield.
Ooh, I like that.
That's tough. Either one. What if we do both?
Yeah, different stages of his life. Peter Pan him, some of it, you know.
Yes.
I will say that I'm concerned that Taron Egerton, who I do like, has a very broken picker, like the most broken picker, and that this movie is actually not going to be any good.
Aaron, did your kids watch Sing?
Yes, obsessed with Sing.
He's a big part of it, and he's got a good voice. I just
got
don't
a
know if he
great
can
voice.
carry Elton John. That's big. That's a big ask.
Yeah. It's tough, especially while he's still alive. Okay. Stephanie Donati. Has anyone watched the Jordan Peele produced docuseries on Lorena Bobbitt? It's phenomenal. There's a trigger warning for sexual abuse and domestic assault survivors. It tells her whole story spanning decades and brilliantly weaves in stories of the struggles women face while trying to get protection for domestic abuse victims. There are 4 episodes. I watched them in one sitting. I couldn't sleep. It was so good. Have y'all watched it?
No, I haven't watched it. I want to though now. Like, yeah, I really want to.
I meant to, and I'm glad you reminded us, Stephanie, because I completely forgotten about it. So I want to rectify.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine, what did Jamie think of the videos Mindy Kaling posted on Oscar night?
Here's the thing: she's manipulating us, and I don't like it anymore.
Yeah,
I want it over. I want her to marry him and live in the house with him, and then be together forever, or stop it.
That was the most vivid time where it was clear what she was doing. It was tough.
Yes, I know. I don't like it.
Okay, Olivia Wiggins, not Wiggins. This is just a lightning round for Knox. It has nothing to do with me or Jamie.
Right.
So.
Okay.
Ready, Knox. Who would Time Lord post-mortal Peter choose from the remaining Bachelor contestants?
Tasha, easy. Next.
Why does Jamie say no when she's agreeing with you?
I have no idea. It vexes me as well. Next.
Given your definition of movie star and Jamie's claim that there would only be 3, who are the 3 movie stars?
Leo, Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. Next.
If you could pick a live show destination, no holds barred, where would it be?
Hawaii, Denver, or Australia. Next.
What is your all-time favorite TV series finale?
Lost, Sopranos, and The Wire. Next.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. Okay.
Very
that was fun.
good.
That was good. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know that I had an English teacher in high school who would say, Jamie, start with yes. Don't say no. And I'd be like, no, yes, of course. So
Jamie's improv is no, but like that's when I know like she's invested in it.
Yes. And I'm like, no, yes, of course. Yes.
Wait, what? Okay, what? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly McCauley wants to know where Don't Waste It Greg came from, but Allison Adams stepped in and told her. Thank you, Allison. Okay, Sandra Duran, as in Duran Duran. My husband and I were church group youth kids in the 90s, early 2000s, and recently we're reminiscing about DC Talk as one does. And now we need to know, is Toby Mac the Justin Timberlake of Christian music?
That's an insult to Justin Timberlake, but it's not too far off, I think.
Or is it Michael W. Smith?
I feel is this where I tell my story about knowing that Kevin Max had an open marriage and would do things in Nashville? Or we'll save it for next time. There's not enough time. We'll move on.
Okay. Melissa Turney. My husband surprised me with a VIP ticket to the live show in Dallas, and I cannot wait. It needs to be a big, dumb, awkward human at the meet and greet. It's a little out of my comfort zone. Should I wear a chicken costume or show up in a wedding dress bachelor style? Please advise.
I think you should speak to us in a foreign language for an uncomfortable amount of time and see which one of us breaks first, and it will be me. It will always be me.
No, you should talk to us with an accent and then never break out of it, and then later tell us you didn't even have an accent. Like,
can you do Australian? Do Australian. Like, I would love that.
That would be so good.
Okay, Susan Windish Brown, Emma Stone, Emma Watson, Emma Thompson. I cannot keep all these people straight, especially when you mix in Emily Blunt and Amelia whoever. And which one is the best? Could you do another award show? Maybe the Emmys?
This is a good idea. I feel like we do need to attach it to a famous person thirst trap, like we did with Jen Hatmaker, like just to get her attention. So if we can identify a famous Emma, we want to get on the radar.
Emily P. Freeman. She already
likes this. Done.
Yeah.
That doesn't get you anywhere, just because she already likes you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. But great idea, Susan. Good idea.
Yes.
Rosalie Piper, y'all watching Umbrella Academy? So good.
I watched the first episode yesterday, and it is so good. It like startled me.
Ben is watching it. He loves it.
I drugged through the first episode. I'm gonna give it another try. I don't know why. I hate the world building, so I got to get over that.
Oh yeah,
that's a me problem.
Okay, Lacey also wants to know about your bathtub whiteboard, but we already answered that, so we're good. Thank you, Lacey. Shelly Head, will you do a live show in Canada? We have some great attractions up here to make it worth your trip. This is a lightning round one, so y'all put together.
Jamie, you do this one. I did.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay,
maybe Toronto or Vancouver. Go.
Listen, you need to do everything with no, yes, next.
Okay, yes, next.
Regarding your attempts to get Hannah to come to your Birmingham live show, now I am here for mocking these ladies on the show, but if you invited her to your show and she agreed to come, don't you think you would maybe feel bad about everything you've said about her and then invited her face to face to stand in front of all your fans who have 100% heard everything you said about her?
This doesn't feel like a lightning round. This felt like a trap, Aaron. I feel like you didn't do that. That was rude.
I did it wrong.
But I'm going to still answer it like a lightning round. No, next. I would not feel bad.
That's all.
What's she gonna do? Aaron Burr, like defense assault me? Like there's no way she's gonna muster up a good, compelling verbal assault next.
Okay, Charlotte Wilson, prediction: Ree Knox's big thing. You're going on Survivor, filming this summer. Evidence: no summer shows. Jamie went to Ulta, and you posted cryptic emoji explanations because you both realized that you have a plan and record 6 weeks of content to make up for your stint in Fiji.
Contractually, I can't answer this question. Next.
Good. Okay. Hannah, what level of Patreon does a girl have to be to get the deets on Jason Waterfall's relationship status?
So this is great. He's pansexual, but he's currently taking a vow of celibacy to focus more on the podcast media group. But I'll let you know.
Sexuality is a spectrum.
It's very fluid. Yeah.
Great. Okay. Megan Mazzaroli, are there going to be more VIP tickets for the Dallas show? No. But she did put this in here. I'm coming off the mission field in
Dang
August.
It, Megan.
How dare you, Megan.
Finally see y'all.
With your inexplicable H in your name, Megan. Don't do that. Don't try to make us feel bad.
Meg Han Solo Mazzaroli, don't you do it.
Don't you dare, Megan. Okay. Also, not a question, just a general rebuke to myself for dogging Knox about his AirPods because I received some for Christmas and I'm actually in love. I'm sorry for the error of my ways, Knox.
Oh, so you were dogging me about my AirPods? Cool.
Listen, Good Aaron, do you have your signatures come today?
Mine came today.
Yeah.
What's up? We all got our AirPods in.
I love them.
We've gone to the dark side, y'all. Yeah, they're good.
Okay. Also, my Megan says my comment a few episodes back started the bathroom conversation controversy, and I just need Erin to weigh on if she's Team Jamie or Team Knox in the creeper bathroom gap. What I do in the bathroom is my own personal business. Megan Mazzaroli.
I can see it though. Comment. I can see you. I can see you in there.
That sounds like an answer where Aaron's not encroaching on other people's space in a public bathroom. So I feel like that was a win for me.
Why are you in there so long? What are you doing in there?
Okay. Lucy McCullough. Jamie, thoughts on starting a beauty podcast?
Oh my gosh. I can barely do the 17 podcasts we do now. I can't start it. But you know what? If you want a recommendation, Fat Mascara is my favorite beauty podcast. So go listen to it. They're so great.
Julie Huff.
Huff. Oh, wow.
You regret that?
That sounds like a character assassination.
Sorry. Julie, I'm sorry. Why no discussion of Tayshia for The Bachelorette? She's gorgeous and can string a sentence together. I really feel that Hannah Lusa would have a diagnosable psychiatric event if a guy left the show of his own accord.
This is a great question. I think the ABC won't do it, unfortunately, but I think Tayshia's great. And
I think that truly is, because I feel like we just don't think like when they had a Black Bachelorette, they then had Ari. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they went in the opposite direction. So
they had a white supremacist contestant on her season, and then they went to Ari, a washed up vampire. So I just don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Amanda Soltoff, The Bachelor and or Bachelorette, but cast with Disney animated characters. Who would be the front runner, the Chris Harrison type host, and who would cause trouble, and who would just be looking to be an influencer?
Okay. There's a lot here. I feel like Prince Naveen from Princess and the Frog would want to be an influencer. I feel like the front runner would be Flynn Rider. Easy.
Oh yes,
that's good.
Who would be the Bachelorette? Would it be Ariel? She seems like that's her kind of thing. Because she would give up everything to just be on TV. That feels right.
Like
she gave up her voice.
Cinderella would win it. Belle would be the Bachelorette, right? If we follow blonde brunette protocol.
Oh yeah, no, that's very fair. That's smart. Yeah. And the Chris Harrison type host would be the Hunchback.
Okay. Unconventional, but I like it.
Or Olaf.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I could get that. Yeah. Okay. Anna Bachelor. Can there be a new Patreon level that would make Bachelor in Paradise recaps possible?
No. Next.
Lisa Ganch.
Wait. Let me explain why that is. Like, truly. The reason for that is because Bachelor in Paradise only airs 4 weeks and it's 2 nights in a row. We cannot recap a show 2 nights in a row and still have a Wednesday episode. And our Wednesday episodes are always our priority. Right. So there's a real reason logistically why we can't do it.
Okay, Lisa Ganch, do you remember something from your childhood that was completely normal in your household that you later found out was not so normal?
No.
I thought it was normal that we had a party line. Like we had a line that we shared with the neighbors, like a phone line.
Mm-hmm.
And it was long past people having party lines, but I lived in the rural country of Alabama. And I thought that was normal. And then when other people went to their house, I would pick up the phone and wait to see if I could hear anybody. And they'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just making sure nobody else is on the phone. They're like, what?
God, that's the most Jamie essential story I've ever heard in my life.
It really is.
You remember your old phone number? Like from your
647-7728.
4721930. Done.
605-9301.
What? These kids today, they have no idea what we're talking about.
No idea. Allison Adams, have any of y'all watched The Bold Type? If so, I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
I watched maybe 4 or 5 episodes and I liked it, but I was so afraid because it was on Freeform that it would be on forever and that I would be committed to the show forever. I just couldn't do it anymore. But it was good. It was good. It was a good, happy. It's kind of like Younger. It's how I felt about Younger. That it was a good, fun, frothy watch.
Okay. Mandy Presnell. Knox, if they were going to do a season of Celebrity Survivor and you got to cast it, who would you choose besides Shia Obbs?
Oh, I feel like a close-knit show like Riverdale. So eventually they have to tear each other apart and it would be delicious to watch. Or former athletes. Because no one's more B-word than former athletes on an island together. They'd be ripping each other to shreds.
Okay, that's good. Jamie? No, it wasn't a question for you. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Jamie, do you want to go? Jamie watched the first half of an episode of Survivor.
I did. The Bachelor was going off and YouTube TV had Survivor on and I watched the beginning of what I think was the premiere of Survivor and I was like, why are they throwing food over the side of the boat? Why are they?
Your questions were, why are they on a boat? Why is there a pineapple in the water? Shouldn't someone get the pineapple? Which that captures the essence of Survivor. You got it.
I know. That was it. I got it.
Okay. Alania Moran.
No, there's no way that's right.
I went more accent.
That's a good pronunciation.
It's actually Elena. What is wrong with you? Her name's Elena.
Let's be exotic. Let's just make some decisions.
Have any of you listened to Armchair Expert?
No, next. We're not listening to Dax. Get out of here.
Lot from the Bible? No, thank you. Bye.
Gross. Yeah.
Lucy McCullough. Do you all think that Bradley Cooper has a magical Dukachu? He's always being linked to co-star other people.
What a great question. I don't even want to answer it. I just want to respect the question. Thank you.
What a great question. Way to use Dukachu in a sentence.
No answer to that?
Clearly he does. Look at him. Of course he does.
Look at him. He does, for sure. Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on. Addie Yoder, what is your all-time favorite book? Yes, you too, Aaron.
Aaron, you go first.
Lonesome Dove.
Ooh, really? Jamie, what about you?
Mine's Persuasion by Jane Austen.
Mine's Macbeth or A Secret History.
Oh, yeah. That's
Macbeth.
Yeah, I love Macbeth.
Interesting. That's fascinating.
That's why when it showed up in Hamilton, my head exploded. Like literally exploded.
Oh, you were so
Died.
excited. Jill McCormick, FYI, the Dallas show is OU Texas weekend. Did y'all know that?
Yes.
Will you be representing either side? We are so excited to be there, even though you won't come to Oklahoma, Knox.
Correct,
Also,
Jill.
I wore a gold shoulder shirt last year. Probably will again. That feels
good for you. Go for
Listen,
it.
Jill, no matter who's playing, it's Roll Tide. Get out of here.
Listen, I like that the head coach of the Texas Longhorns and the owner of the New England Patriots share an affinity for sketchy masseuse places. So good for you guys, right? You're in good company.
Oh.
Yeah. Julie Smith, my husband wants to know what your favorite sports movie is. I feel like this might have been on a sports and pop culture episode, but that was probably before I finally inaugurated him into the pop culture podcast cult.
Jamie, what's your favorite sports movie?
Like maybe Tour de Pharmacy.
Okay, it's a good one.
Or Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. That's one of mine. Remember the Titans, Miracle, Rocky IV. Those are the best.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. That's solid. Okay, Emily Hood, give me your red lights, green lights for Oscars night. Also, why is J-Lo even invited? Emily?
Oh, Emily, bite your tongue.
Emily, she looked amazing. And she was in movies this year.
Was she? Like in qualifiable movies this year?
Yeah, she was. She was in that movie with Leah Remini where she was the maid. No,
where
that's
she,
not right.
Was the assistant to the manager of a grocery store, which super believable.
That's right.
Great performance, J-Lo.
But Emily, we will do our red lights and green lights of the Oscars in tomorrow's episode.
That's right.
There you go. Good job, Emily. Okay, that was the last one for the Patreon, and we have 8 minutes left. So we're going to try to go to the YouTube chat.
Good job to us. Good job to us. That was impressive.
Good job. That was really good. If you have an extra question that you want to get dropped in, do it now or forever. Okay, this may take a second because I got to weed through. Y'all talk about something.
Listen, I will say this. Tomorrow's cold open is probably my favorite cold open we've ever done. So
funniest thing I've ever heard.
We listened to it today and like laughed out loud in the office. That's another thing that was great about the office is you were like, it's a great cold open. We were like, play it. And you played it and we could hear it. It was nice.
Well, also from the Bachelor recap today, we had an extended conversation about should we include what's on the Twitter header of what's her name? Ariana
Miller Keys. You watch that name in your mouth.
We were like, do we include the word TITTY in this recap?
Right. And Aaron, what did you say? Aaron, what did you say?
I said, for those who are listening with children, they might not appreciate that.
No,
Aaron, that's not what you said, Aaron.
You said my heart wants it, but my head says no.
That is also true. Yeah. Okay, Cody Hasselbring. The people want to know what is in Knox's glass.
Coca-Cola, not
Buffalo Trace. At all.
Knox, what are you eating?
A cookie from Jimmy John's. Next.
Do Brad and his girlfriend have a baby?
Yes.
For sure.
They have a daughter, yes.
Yes.
Stephanie Looney, please do a deep dive of Black Panther. We've already done that, Stephanie.
Yeah, we did. It's on. Is it available or is it off the record?
No, it's still there actually.
Still available. Go get it.
It's still in the Patreon feed, Stephanie. Yeah. So look at that. Ask and you shall receive. Jamie, are you wearing pants?
I am. I don't think I can lift my leg that high.
Pick it up. Let's see it. Come on.
I don't think I can. I literally don't think I can.
Do that, Melissa.
But I am. They're leggings though. They're not like pants.
Okay. When Knox casts the Bible characters, does Jamie already know the casting? Surely she does, but she acts surprised.
Usually not, but sometimes she maybe two of them. Yeah,
but
Leonardo DiCaprio, you knew.
Yeah, but because and the only reason I knew about Leonardo DiCaprio is because it was like it was going to be him for the whole season.
Yeah. And
so like the next season that we do that's on one person, that would be the only one that we would like discuss in advance.
Right.
Knox and Jamie, who do y'all consider OG best friends of the show? As in, what's the cutoff date for the true originals before everyone drank the podcast Kool-Aid?
Listen, to me, a lot of people are OG because you've been around for a lot of years. So to me, you can be, I almost think you can be you can be grandfathered into OG status if you stick around and you support us and you love us and you share us and all those things. But like, there's a group of really like our first set of Patreon supporters. It was 39 people.
Yeah.
And well, it was more than that. Let me take that back. It was like 60 people who gave that first month, and 39 of them still give today. So
That's
to me, that's an OG group of people who were like, because of Patreon, we were able to quit our jobs. Knox was able to move here. We were able to hire Aaron. So to us, that's a group of people that like they mean a lot to us because they went all in and they've stayed all in.
Absolutely.
We sent them cakes last year.
We sent some of them
a few of them. Yeah. A few of them. I mean, we like, drew people. Okay. Why is Jamie the only one without a huge microphone?
Jamie, care to comment?
Listen, y'all, Knox, like when I left work, Knox like left me a message and he was like, hey, your mic is here. And I was like, and he was like, we record with our mics. I was like, I've never recorded an AUA with a mic. So my bad, you guys. I'm going to record.
No, your voice projects. Your voice is mic proof.
I know. Good. My gain is natural. So I am going to.
Just insert that audio word.
It's true. But she's right. She's right. It's true.
Right. So I'm going to bring a mic next month. So the sound will be even better.
Okay. Lots of people here for a Jamie eyeshadow tutorial. Okay. Liz Harper, Jamie, sometimes you get mad at someone named Denise. Dying to know, is she a real person? If so, please spill the tea. What
Listen, Denise is real. Hannah is real. Chelsea is real. Rebecca is real. There's so many real people with those names.
Yeah.
People are mean to me all the time on Instagram. Are you kidding? Like the girl, let me tell one of the stories. Like the girl who during my live on Twitter, who when I said if I wore Spike Lee's Nikes, do you think I could go from couch to 5K? And a girl replied and was like, well, you'd have to stop eating Cheez-Its. Oh. So mean, y'all. Stop it, Denise.
Denise.
FYI, if you're mean on the internet, you're mean in real life.
That's right. You're a butthole in real life.
Lauren Stutt said that Laura Oliver said that the video of Jamie acting like Marion is what convinced her to go from a 3 to a 7. So
Oscar nominee. It was a good performance.
I want to thank God and my family and Emily and Rachel, who are a delight to work with on this film.
Yep.
Okay. Rapid fire. We talked about this today. Are we getting a new Taylor Swift album soon?
Yes.
We are. We're going to get new music in 5 days. 4 days.
Thoughts on Shia writing a movie?
Oh, I think it's great. It's gonna be a runaway hit.
Okay. Lots of people wanting us to recap Game of Thrones. Just
I agree.
So many
I agree with you people.
Like, crazy.
Well, you best vote.
Speak up. You got to speak up.
Oh, can we get Aaron meowing the theme song every week? Maybe that'll be
I think that would be the theme of the recap.
That's a good.
You want to give him a little taste, Aaron? You want to give him a little taste?
No.
Aaron.
Meow 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 meow. Okay. That's gone.
So good.
Okay, I'm looking. Please tell me why Knox is in love with Shia LaBeouf from Candace.
Why not, Candace? Why are you not
Kristen
in love with
Hayman
Shia
says
LaBeouf?
loving Shia is something that can't be explained. It's just
Thank you, Kristen.
That's right, Kristen.
That's an OG listener right there.
OG right there, Kristen.
That's right. Okay. I'm still. Let's see. Anything else? I don't see anymore. I may have missed some, but I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's it.
So exciting.
I think we did really good. That was
we did an amazing job.
Great job. We have like a minute to spare.
I've got a sad wall. There's an obvious lag, but we worked through it. I boxed Jamie in the middle. I was like, let's alternate. We never actually did that, but we did a good job.
That's right. Listen, and I just want to say for y'all, we plan 2 live shows this year, which is the least number of live shows we've done in a few years. And it was because we thought we would be working on this other project, and that changed. And live shows are very hard to plan. Aaron has worked very hard on so many aspects, including with Randy with an I, who's still on maternity leave. And it's just hard to kind of swing. And so there are cities that we wanted to come to that we would have come to if we had known this year would turn out. like it did. But we know that all of that has purpose. And so we cannot wait to see you. Hopefully, if you're coming to Dallas, we have enough seats for 1,300 people to join us. We've already sold, I think it's almost 900 tickets to those two. So if you're thinking about being in a room with like people who all love this weird thing that you love, we would love to have you with us. We're going to have a very, very good time. 2020 will see us in more cities. So we look forward to kind of seeing you on the road and hopefully coming to a place closer to your house, except for you, Katie Potato. We probably can't come to Australia.
Maybe one day. You don't know that.
One day, though, that would be my dream.
Those live shows, we take them really seriously. We don't mail them in. Maybe we went to a live performance of a podcast that fell in. I won't name names, but we take them really serious and like we have a lot of fun there. So if you have a chance, definitely check that out because we want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
Should we talk about? There's another.
Katie Potato says, there are planes, right?
I know, you're right, Katie. And listen, Katie's like in Australia right now. Like it's tomorrow and she's with us and she still doesn't, it's Wednesday and she still doesn't have a podcast episode. Like that's a true OG. Katie is also.
We want to do it. We want to do it.
What's the other thing we should tell them?
There's another maybe live thing that's not podcast.
We are not talking about that yet. You show your face.
All right. It's a good tease. It's a good tease.
we can't reveal things we don't know that they are true yet.
Sure, that's fair.
Okay,
I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson the hard way this month.
Thank you, Washington D.C.
That's right.
Okay, well, thank y'all. Everybody's really mad about DC in the chat right now.
I know.
We're mad about it. We're also mad about it.
We're mad about it.
We're also very, very upset, Adrian.
Listen, 2 years. 2 years it was worked on. And Washington, D.C. couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
DC's got some problems.
Mm-hmm.
And we did, someone asked if we looked in Norfolk, Virginia, and we did. Like we looked all around.
We went to Baltimore. We went all the places.
It's just really expensive. And, we have a lot of specifications about what we need for a venue. And so it's hard. It's hard.
And the venues that fit just would not communicate with us.
Yeah.
It wasn't for lack of trying.
I don't know if people just think this is a weird thing that they don't know much about. But Erin does have a very difficult time getting venues to call her. So does Randy. Like they just have a really difficult time with getting anybody to call them back. And we can't do anything with a venue that won't talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
We have money. We want to give it to you. It's weird.
Right. Yeah.
I just want to end this because Katie Potato just dropped a huge bomb in the chat.
I'm ready.
She lives in the same suburbs as the Hemsworths.
What?
I feel like we need to open up Australia.
Australia 2020.
I feel like it's happening. It's going down now.
Screw Washington, D.C. We're coming to Australia.
All right. Okay. Well, thank y'all so much for joining us, and we will see y'all later. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.